Well, my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. The tribes await outside the door. I'll have to take you now, no time to rise. Well, what did you think it means by every generation? Welcome to Jewish Music Toronto. I'm Eli. Remember that all of my lesson and sing-along videos are closed caption, so if you want to follow along, all you have to do is click the CC button in the YouTube player's options. The captions will be especially helpful if you're not familiar with Hebrew, as I transliterate songs to English. Today, I'm back with another song for the Pesach Seder, and if this is your first time watching one of my Seder series videos, I'll try to have a link for you to click somewhere on the screen or down in the video's description below so you can watch the rest of the lesson and sing-along series. At this point of the Seder, we're well into the night's storytelling. We've sung about our ancestors being slaves in Egypt and of being freed. We've spoken about how in every generation someone has sought to end the Jewish people, but still we are here. We've discussed the journey to Egypt by the family of Yaakov Avinu, the forefather Jacob, and how a family of few became many, being fruitful and multiplying, and learned what the Egyptians did to us following the change of pharaohs and the plagues and Exodus that followed. These discussions are, of course, in the Haggadah itself, as part of and between the songs we've been covering in this series. We went on to discuss the sages' interpretations of the plagues, sang all of the various miracles from the Exodus to the building of the first temple, and since the last song, Al-Achat, we learned about three specific symbols of Pesach: the Korban Pesach, Passover offering, the matzah, and the maror, which brings us to today's song and ever closer to the part of the Seder when we finally break bread, or matzah, excuse me. Today we're learning Bechol Dor Vador, in every generation. It's at this part of the Seder, so close to the end of the storytelling, that we are reminded that just as every generation since the inception of the Seder, and every generation to come, we must see ourselves as if we were personally redeemed from Egypt when participating in this ritual. And what do you know? We just covered the song's background, so we can move straight on to the author, or at least where it came from. Bechol Dor Vador is taken word for word from the Mishnah, specifically Mishnah Pesachim, Parak Yud, Mishnah Hey, the tractate of Passover, chapter 10, verse 5. You'll find it in the middle of the Mishnah, following a shorter version of the Pesach, Matzah, and Maror references I mentioned earlier. To take a look for yourself and to see some interesting additional commentaries on the Mishnah, follow the link I've left in the description to Sefaria, which features both Hebrew and English. As for the composer, the melody for the version I'll be doing today was composed by David alster-yardeni, an Israeli composer about whom I know very little and have been able to find very little information. However, I do know that he composed this melody as part of his 1987 book, New Haggadah Melodies, which features a total of 16 melodies that he composed and arranged for the Seder. The book appears to be out of print these days, but I was lucky enough to find a copy of it at the University of Toronto Music Library. Thanks to James and the library team for their help tracking it down. Let's get into the lyrics! In the original Mishnah, the words that make up the lyrics form just a single sentence, but the song has quite a lot of repeats, so I'll go through the words and translation first, and then once more with the lyrical repeats. The words are Bechol Dor Vador, in every generation, Chayav Adam lirot et atzmo, a person is required to see themselves, Ki'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim, as if they had come out of Egypt. The lyrics are Bechol Dor Vador, Chayav Adam lirot et atzmo ki'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. Bechol Dor Vador, Chayav Adam lirot et atzmo ki'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. Bechol Dor Vador, Chayav Adam lirot et atzmo ki'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. Ki'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. And here's a little bonus note for you. If you're interested in a more inclusive or gender-neutral version of the verse, I've included a link to that from ritualwell.org. I'll be singing the melody with the original Mishnah lyrics today, but if I can get enough requests, I could give it a go with that other version as well. Or you could send me a video of you doing it through one of JMT's social media profiles. Finally, the melody goes, Bechol Dor Vador, chayav adam lirot et atzmo ke'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. Bechol Dor Vador, chayav adam lirot et atzmo ke'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. Bechol Dor Vador, chayav adam lirot et atzmo ke'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. Ke'ilu hu yatsa mimitzrayim. That's it for this lesson. I'll try to have a sing-along to go along with this in time for Pesach, or eventually, anyway. And don't miss the rest of the Pesach lessons and sing-alongs that I've already done by heading over to the playlists, which I've linked somewhere here and in the description. But before you do, hit that like button and remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And why not share this video with your friends and family all over your favorite social media channels, WhatsApp, and so on. Let's all get into the Pesach spirit. If you're enjoying my videos, I hope you'll consider joining me on Patreon. Contributing $1 a month or more to the channel helps me keep this thing going and gives you early or exclusive access to bonus content. Thanks for watching, and Chag Sameach!